I found this recipe in my mum's stash. I knew as soon as I saw it, I had to share it with you. Now, it's not a real Christmas cake recipe. It's just a gimmick. It's like a humorous recipe. And I found this in mum's stash, and it was one of her swap friends, Pam Hicks, that put this in one of the books that she made for mum. I'll leave it up to you to read it, but it's a good, fun Christmas recipe to put in your journal. I'm taking it a bit easier today because I want to make sure I can turn up tomorrow with bells on. I have been burning the candle at both ends. Oh, all these Christmas jokes. I just can't stand it. I didn't know I was so funny. Anyhow, this one is really easy because in all seriousness, I really do need a rest. This is day 5 of our Christmas series. Everything in this Christmas series is everything you can make in a day. So this is like something you can make in less than an hour, like no problem at all. I've got 3 sheets here, and the reason for this is to show you the difference paper makes to the colours when you print them out. When you see this PDF on the screen, when you download it to your computer or your phone, it's going to look more like this colour here. It's going to look like a bright red. But if you print it out on normal white cardstock, like this is a 250 GSM, and you select your print quality to be just paper and maybe best, that's the colour that you're going to get. So this is 250 GSM and this is 160 GSM because your printer might not take a 250 GSM. So that is the quality of colour that you're going to get if you use plain white cardstock. If you use a matte photo paper, is just made for inkjets. It's not a brand printer quality, it's just a generic. And this is 250 GSM. You're going to get this lovely colour here. This one here is an Epson paper. It's a double-sided matte photo paper, and you're going to get this beautiful colour here. So that's the difference paper makes when you're printing out to get these lovely red colours. So you need to go to my website, download the printable. It's a 2-sided print. You can print just one side and just have white on the back, or you can choose to print the second side. It's a bit ink thirsty, I'll warn you now, but I've printed both sides. I've kept the PDF separate because not everyone's got a double-sided printer. And when you cut it out, use the front of the recipe card to cut it out. I'm going to cut out this one here, which is the matte double-sided paper 250 GSM. Oh, there's 2 sizes, 6.5 by 4.25 inch and 5.5 by 3.5 inch. I've made the back bigger so you can see when you cut them out there's no white borders on the back because the back print is bigger than the front. Now, because it's red on the back and on the front, you're going to get that white edge there. You can use some distress ink and colour that up. That's it. That's today's project done. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you one more tip just to fill in the video today. Well, actually, probably 2, and they're about envelopes. Mum had hundreds of envelopes, and I'm not joking, hundreds. These envelopes are perfect for Christmas envelopes, but all of the backs were stuck down. So I just used my scan and cut scraper and I released the backs on these 2. And I resized this envelope to fit this little card here. So it's perfect if I want to put this in an envelope and put it in my journal. So this is how easy it is to resize an envelope that's too big. So all you do is put your card here to the size where you want it and leave a little border so that you've got enough room to put your card in, and just put a pencil mark right here. So you've got a bit of room either side. So I'm not going to cut it off there at that pencil line. I'm going to come out 1/2 inch and I'm going to cut it off there, 1/2 inch longer. Okay. So I'm just going to use my knife. You can either put a pencil line there and use your scissors, but I'm just going to do that. All right. So here I'm going to use this side of the envelope to reshape that corner there. So just keep that there for a minute. But I'm going to get my scoreboard out and I'm going to score down the side here. So where I've got that line marked there, I'm just going to score straight down there. It doesn't have to be perfect because we've got room either side of that card. And it comes through to the other side. So you just open that up there. Now we're going to cut that off. So I'm just going to get my fussy cut scissors and I'm going to cut down to there and cut there. This is only just to get this shape started. Then I'm going to put this on here and draw in that shape. Then I'll cut that out. You can get rid of them pencil lines if you can see them. Now what I'm going to do is this score line here is going to end up being that cut line there. So it matches the other side. I'm going to make it a little bit shorter. So I'm just going to come in that tiny little bit there, just like it is on the other side. So it's there, and then it kicks out a little bit to there. So I'm taking off around about 1/8 of an inch, and then I'm heading back to the corner of it. Then I'm going to cut that piece off. Now, so I can tuck that piece inside the envelope, I'm just going to cut a tiny little angle off there. Now, because I've scored that, I can fold that to the inside of the envelope, lift that back piece up, and now that side matches that side. Rub off those pencil marks. If you can do it by eye without drawing those pencil lines, it is much better. Right, now here we're going to match this side here with this side. So I'm just going to put a pencil mark there and a pencil mark there and cut across that corner. And that's the easiest way I know how to resize an envelope. We just put a bit of glue down there. How cool is that? This is perfect to make a Christmas envelope, and I can put some Christmas stamps on that. This is some fussy cut vintage fabric. I'm no good at calligraphy, so I'm on the hunt for a good ink stamp for this one. But I did have a crack at mail art on this glassine envelope, and you can see the recipe card through the paper here. And you don't even have to put this recipe card in an envelope. You can leave a message on the back and just pop it into a pocket in your journal. It looks pretty good just as a journaling card. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's video, day 5 of our Christmas series, and I'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to keep tomorrow's a secret. See you tomorrow for day 6.